to Three of Cups, a podcast where my friends Gabriel, Ashley, and I, Luna, come together to share our love of tarot and all things mystical.
Each week, we'll pull a card and explore its meanings, offering insights and interpretations along the way. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a curious seeker, we invite you to join us for a lively discussion filled with laughter, wisdom, and of course, plenty of cups.
So grab your favorite beverage, cozy up with a deck of cards, and let's dive deep into the world of tarot.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Yay!
Guys! How
Welcome
are
back!
you guys? Welcome to
Good.
everyone who's tuning in, everyone who's listening on Spotify or watching on YouTube. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the
Hello.
fifth episode. For today's episode, who will be pulling the card? I volunteer Gabe.
All right.
Laging
Oo
nabobola.
nga kasi we're shooting on my birthday anyway, so...
Oo
Yeah.
nga pala. Happy birthday nga
Do
pala
it.
to Gabe. It's his birthday tomorrow.
Thank you.
March 31st.
Thank you.
Birthday!
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love you so much, guys.
Aw, love you too.
We love you.
All right, so I'll be pulling a card and I'm dedicating this, since it's my birthday, since we're shooting this, I'm dedicating this card to everyone who is in need ng tulong ng tarot, okay? So, shall we
Okay.
start?
Go.
Let's do it. I'll be shuffling my cards just a little bit first. Do a jahoot. All right, for everyone who's tuning in, this card is for all of us. All right, and we have 3 cards, so I don't know what to do. Like 3 cards fell out of the deck, so siguro I'll just get the main card for this one, and then I'll show what's the underlying energy siguro as clarifying cards. All right, we have 3 cards. Okay, so this card here is our card for this episode, and the card for our 5th episode is 5 of Wands.
Oh.
Woo!
We keep getting wands.
That's true.
know, right?
This is our 3rd Wands card.
And we're in the 5th episode.
Oh, 5 of Wands for the 5th episode. Interesting.
Okay. That's very interesting. Good eye there. Hey, this is intense, guys. I feel like I will enjoy making this 5th episode with you guys. Kasi the card for today is 5 of Wands. And what's interesting is the 5 of Wands is being clarified by 8 of Swords in reverse
Okay.
and the Emperor also in reverse.
Oh, wow.
This is very powerful.
So interesting. Okay, so let's describe what's going on in the imagery of the card. So, there are 5 people seemingly quarreling or parang hindi sila nagkakasundo.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're fighting using their wands.
Oh, yeah, and look at
They're
this
fighting.
guy though. Like this guy, if you can see this, like there are 5 people and one of them, well, specifically caught my attention kasi para siyang worried, like this guy's worried of something. I mean, if we're talking about symbolisms, like let's look at the faces of these people. Like they don't look happy, guys.
Yeah, and another thing to note is that they have their own wands, but hindi naman sila nagpapatayan or anything. They're not hitting each other with the wands. Hawak lang nila ang kani-kanilang mga wands. Like, hindi nagtatouch yung own wand nila sa ibang tao.
Nagbubungguan lang
Mhm.
yung wands basically. Pero walang taong sinasaktan using the wand.
And of course, yung mga damit nila, iba-iba ng colors. So,
Mhm.
there's color red, there's yellow, blue, green, orange. But there's a lot of red. So, it's a very fiery energy there, very passionate.
Mhm.
Sometimes anger din yung red, diba?
And I feel like yung mga mukha nila, specifically, it looks like parang nabibigatan sila. It's like, oh my God, it's so heavy, guys. And it's like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
causing them to get stressed and conflicted. So, alam mo yun, nainisan lang sila sa isa't isa. It's like this harmony, because of like all the weight that they are carrying. I mean, they don't look happy at all. Except for this one. Like, look at this guy. I'm not sure if you can see this, guys. Like, look at this. Like, parang, ha! I
Oo
can lift
nga,
my-
no?
Diba, no?
Well,
Like the guy
I
on the
guess
right.
he thinks he's winning kasi nakaganon siya.
Nakaganon
Parang
siya,
tingin niya,
yeah.
he thinks he's
Oo,
Better
pero
than them. Like, sa kanya yung pinakamataas na wand
Mhm.
compared to the other
oh
guys.
yeah, pero hahampasin na siya nung naka-blue. Tingnan mo. Ready na.
Oo
He
nga,
doesn't even
no.
notice it kasi he's too focused na, I'm better than you guys. I'm winning here. Tapos di nyo nakita hampasin siya nung isa.
So clearly, this is a card all about conflicts within a group. So again, what does the Suit of Wands stand for? So that's the element of fire. So that pertains to passions, desires, obsessions, movement, actions, ambitions, goals. So this could be a conflict between, let's say, different people, and sometimes it could also mean a conflict within yourself. Pag naka-reverse pala siya, that's the meaning for me. Pag naka-reverse, conflict within.
This is conflict at the same time. Competition. They're competing over like who has better ideas over something. Kasi yun, with the color red, I'm seeing that that's aggression, right? Passion that I have to move, I have to make an action. And then there's also yellow. So everyone wants to shine. Parang everyone wants to be seen na ako yung pinaka kita dito. Ako yung pinaka may magandang idea dito.
Kasi with number 5, diba? Number 5 in numerology signifies change, right? So I think this is like yung conflict when someone is trying to make change, or like say when you're trying to make change in a group setting. It's like this is that kind of conflict that arise when may mga kumukontra, you know. But beyond that kasi, it's like there is something very important or very liberating after the change is done. But I feel like for me this is also like it's like, especially now noting that this guy parang nakataas yung kamay. I feel like this card could also be talking about how, you know, yung mga times na we try to make change and then we get persecuted, you know, we get crucified in a way. So I feel like this is also about crucifixion. You know, someone who's trying to initiate change getting crucified, like Jesus Christ, right? So this card could be also for me in this right now reading this. This is the card of like persecution, disharmony, and like what Ash said, when it's in reverse, and it's crazy. Also, when it's in reverse, for me, it's also a conflict within thyself. Let's look at the clothes, may polka dots. So I also feel like there's also a bit of like, I don't know, like pag polka dots, I feel like there's a shame kind of energy na parang, you know, that clown costume. So it could be like also feeling like a clown in a group setting.
To add to that, na iba-iba yung suot nila, as in walang nagkakaparehas sa kanila. It's really pertaining to the differences between all of these people. And also, the number 5 also symbolizes instability. 'Di ba? Coming from 4. Syempre, pag 4 yung legs of a table, let's say, that's when it becomes stable. Pero dagdagan mo ng isa, mamawala na yung, ma-off balance na siya. So, there's really instability here.
What I'm also getting in this card, everyone's fighting to be heard. And this is also kind of like a battle of the ego. The reason why there is no progress and that there is disharmony is because no one wants to listen. Everyone just wants to speak their mind, to speak out that, okay, this is my idea, you have to listen to me. And the other person is like, no, this is my idea, this is my wand. Everyone needs to listen to me. Kasi ang astrological correspondence rin nito ay Saturn in Leo. So Leo is where we shine, diba? And Saturn is the great teacher. What are we trying to understand here? What should we learn in this situation? Diba? So there's something na sinasabi ng universe sa kanila dito na, teka lang, if you want to get listened to, you have to learn how to listen. You have to learn to give chance to others to speak out before na ikaw yung pakinggan, 'di ba? Kasi pagka gusto mo lang mapakinggan, gusto niya lang rin mapakinggan, walang pupuntahan.
Ang interesting nung Leo pala yung astrological correspondence nitong card na to, because Leo is the polarity of Aquarius. Aquarius is all about community and Leo is all about yung pagiging solo, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So clearly here in this card, 5 sila na nagsosolo. So there's no harmony, there's no community, there's a selfish energy with this card. And also, I just noticed as well, ngayon ko lang nakita na may parang puddle of water pala, no? Is that
I
water?
didn't see that.
If you're seeing it as water, it could be, no?
Yeah, it's
Actually, that does look like water.
yeah, and it could pertain to emotions, 'di ba? It's a fire card, but there's water, so there's emotions involved here.
On an introspective level, though, like the people here could also represent like different facets of us, like the different personalities that we have. And how when pag hindi nagkakasundo yung inner world natin in terms of our own personalities colliding with each other, I feel like this is actually the result, like this exact imagery where we become this harmonious with ourselves, like we don't even know how to chill, alam mo yun, parang we just want to, well, like what Ash mentioned kanina with the Five of Wands being a fire card, diba? It also represents movement. I feel like that's where, kapag yung movement sa loob natin, hindi natin alam kung saan ilalagay kasi nagko-collide na lahat ng mga different parts of us. This is that card for me. This is just our inner selves colliding with each other. And you know what I mean, guys? Like, we have different personalities. We just don't have one. Right? Sometimes we're the most happiest person in the group, and sometimes you can be the most introvert. So, kapag hindi nagkasundo yung parts natin na yun sa loob natin, that's where the disharmony comes into play. What are your keywords again?
Instability.
The instability, kasi right, stability of course.
Yeah. You know what? That's why astrology is so important. That's why alchemy, spiritual alchemy is so important because in knowing all of your planets, you would get to know all of your different personalities eh. Kaya naman siya nagkaka-conflict because they are often left misunderstood. Like for example, ako, Saggy Sun, Gemini Moon, working Capricorn. Ang dami kong personalities na mas nakilala ko lang when I delved into astrology and used it to get to know myself more. Because how can I actually introduce myself to other people when I myself don't know who I am? So that I think parang that's what this card is reminding me of, especially when it's in reverse, so pertaining to the self. Nagkakaroon ng disharmony and conflict within the self when there are so many voices inside. Parang dun din sometimes nanggagaling yung sinasabing, oh, ang daming voices in my head, I must be like schizo or something.
Yeah.
But that's really just, I mean, lahat tayo may ganyan eh. Lahat tayo may inner voices because of, well, like we're made up of all of these different planetary energies that, kailangan lang natin makilala.
I think that's the importance of astrology, diba? To be able to balance each personality that you have within. Kasi pag kilala mo sila, mas alam mo rin kung paano mo sila mapapagkasundo-sundo na, okay, this part of me doesn't agree that I should do this. And this part of me wants me to do this, so I'll satisfy that part of me. So, like what you mentioned, Gib, that's actually how I read this in reverse. Kasi the energy is inward, that's when the inner conflict happens, 'di ba? Kapag yung hindi nag-agree yung iba-ibang parts ng sarili mo na, okay, I want to do this, but I cannot because this part of me doesn't want to, and or this part of me doesn't feel comfortable na gagawin ko to, yung ganong aspect kapag in reverse siya.
Okay, so what are the other meanings of this card when it's in reverse? So definitely the opposite of conflict, which is harmony, I guess. Pag na-resolve na yung conflict na to. If we were to apply the concept of going back to the previous card when a card is in reverse. So the previous card is Four of Wands. So that's where stability comes in. Five of Wands in reverse is telling us to go back to the Four of Wands and learn how we could achieve harmony with other people or within ourselves.
I think another meaning to it when it's in reverse, because it's the opposite, right? It could also mean being able to listen to others rather than just focusing on yourself and what you have to say. Like, this is your time to give chance to others and actually listen to them, and not listening just to respond, but actually listening to understand what they have to say, and maybe being open to ideas as well, being open to other people's ideas and not just yours.
Do you guys have any personal experiences relating to the Five of Wands? Of course, marami yan. Of course, marami tayong conflicts. It's normal to have conflicts with other people. I mean, I myself couldn't even name one instance. Kasi I've had my fair share of conflicts, especially when you're living under one roof with people for all your life. Siyempre, lalabas at lalabas yung mga differences dyan.
I think I have a lot of five of wands moment with my mom because we're just very opposite in a lot of ways. And I grew up in a strict Catholic household. And everything that I'm doing, she's not very open to it. So there are a lot of times where I have to, why? Why can't you be open to this idea? That's, of course, for her, it's wrong. Which, okay, I respect other people's beliefs, but I think the reason why this card pops out is when we are not open to even trying to listen. Why it's not okay with us, or why do other people do this? I think it could also be like a clash of beliefs, clash of like
Ooh.
ideas, diba?
Oo
So
nga, I love
yeah,
that,
that's the
Luna.
yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind. A lot of times we just keep on clashing because why? I keep asking why, and she gets triggered, of course, when I question what's right for her and why I cannot follow that.
Actually, nakaka-relate ako doon, Luna. Kasi, so I'm a Sagittarius. My mom's a Virgo. Talagang clash yan, okay? When I was growing up, my mom, well, there was some sort of perfectionist energy there from coming from the Virgo. Kasi my mom's a Virgo sun and moon. So, perfectionist to the max. And ako naman as a Sagittarius, ako gusto ko lang freedom eh. That's my number one goal in life, to feel free. And I did not have that when I was growing up. So there was a lot of challenges within the household. So yeah, very, very five of wands nga din yung sa amin ng mom ko when I was growing up. Pero ngayon okay na kami. Kasi I understand her now through alchemy na I know ako kasi I don't have any Virgo placement. So I consciously try to conjure up Virgo energies for myself. Kaya unti-unti ko natututunan at naiintindihan ang Virgo.
Ako rin actually as a Pisces, I just want to explore life, diba? Not having that too structured and everything. And my mom is a Capricorn, so she's very traditional talaga in a way. So anything that's outside tradition is questionable for her.
Oh.
What about you, Gabe?
Well,
Well,
he's very lucky.
On a family level kasi, I don't know, if we can acknowledge that we choose our parents for specific soul lessons, I feel like in this lifetime, I chose my parents to be supported, so this Five of Wands energy is more on my experiences with certain group of friends. Okay, so I'd like to share like nung Feb lang nung Feb. I got into this huge conflict that changed the trajectory of my life. As in right now I'm living alone. I used to have friends living here every day, dito lang kami. But then there was a conflict that happened na talagang nabago, na shake yung direction na papunta ko, because I was already like leading towards this kind of direction, but then parang na-redirect ako. And if we can acknowledge nga, like the last card is celebration, right? And then this card, and then the card after this is Six of Wands. I feel like it's the conflict that is necessary, It's the kind of conflict that makes you grow. The Five of Wands is not a card to be feared. It's a card to be embraced because it has so much wisdom in it. It's a card that makes us grow. It's a card that pushes us forward to the best possible direction if we are only willing to submit and learn the difficult lessons that is hidden in chaos, because this is chaotic. Like, who likes chaos, right? But this is the chaos na importante, the chaos that we need to learn to understand and embrace. Like right now, if hindi kayo na, like let's say for Luna, if hindi ka na-push ng mom mo siguro na because nagka-clash kayo, you would have, remained comfortable siguro in your comfort. If you were not, pushed to speak up for yourself, to express yourself the way that you really want to, Luna Medina would be weaker than she is right now. Such as even for
Maybe
Ashley.
maybe I wouldn't even be here right now. I'm just gonna stay the same and just go to church. Oh my God, that is so powerful, Gabe. Ang galing.
Oo nga,
Thank
sabi ko
you.
nga, Gabe for president.
Yes.
Ang ganda nun.
Thank you. But yeah, like I feel like ito talaga yung kasi for my personal experience, I would have not changed a thing. Honestly. Okay, I'll be more transparent. Like Kasi we were organizing events back then. Pero kasi I was so in the Five of Wands energy na din nung time na yon na parang internal naman. This is internal. So nag-reflect external. Oh my God. Yeah, it did happen like that. So first it happened internally. I was a mess. Okay? I was parang tinatakasan ko yung mga responsibilities ko. I was dodging things. I was skipping the legwork, you know. I was like, kaya na bahala dyan. Like, I just need to like this. But then, my inner world reflected outside. So, naging chaotic yung labas. Like, I got, like what I said, parang I got persecuted, but I feel like kinailangan ko maranasan yun. Kasi, if hindi ko naranasan yun, I would not, be in a state of being na kung saan I know that I have to work harder. If I have a goal, if I have a dream, I have to have a plan. Because if not, that would be just my delusion then. Like, according to Jim Quick nga, diba? A dream that doesn't have discipline is a delusion. So this Five of Wands gives us that discipline, It gives us that discipline for us to be able to move forward to that Six of Wands energy. And I feel like I'm there, Kasi after nun, after I fixed myself, dyan na pumasok yung si Ashley na, hey Gabe, let's make a podcast together with Luna. And, na parang, oh my God, guys, you are reaffirming my inner thoughts now, okay, I need this and I'm growing and right now you're setting the stones for my growth. So, yeah, I would not change a thing. I love, I used to really hate this. Like, I have an ick for the Five of Wands. But now, like, looking back, this is necessary conflict. Externally, internally, but for us to grow as person. Us to grow as a human being. Whether it be on the spiritual level, on the mental level, on lalo na emotional level, right? I mean, like, this is not a cups, pero like, this messes with your emotions. So, in all levels of existence, this card is for growth. So, perhaps we can learn to embrace the beautiful energies and the beautiful wisdom hidden in chaos in this card.
Ganda. You know what? I just realized
Yeah.
also, it doesn't even have to be chaotic. Kasi like we noticed about the people here, hindi sila naghahampasan, di ba? Like they really just have different opinions, different ideas, different ways of going about things. But they're not really trying to kill each other off, di ba? So it could also, I mean, naalala ko lang din, like our energy, the three of us, iba-iba yung ideas natin, iba-iba yung what we put into the table. Like, for example, si Luna, she was the one who made our logo. Tapos si Gabe gumagawa ng mga graphics natin. And ako sa videos naman. So, di ba? Iba-iba. But at the same time, it works.
Wow.
Di ba? It doesn't have to be a negative thing all the time.
Yeah, I think doon ang gagaling yung lesson nga of the Saturn energy. If these people are gonna learn the lesson of trying to listen, they can actually contribute it to build something better. Diba? Parang yung nangyari dito. You don't have to fight with each other just because you have different abilities and different contribution. You can actually collaborate and make something better, something big.
Ganda,
That is so
nice.
Pwede ba ako magmura? Just one?
Pwede.
Just bleep me out. Like,
Okay, biblip natin.
ang ganda nun, Luna. Sorry, last na yun. Then, really, like, you guys,
No, I
like,
love
really
this card.
Right? Kasi
Oo.
if only these
Yeah.
people could realize that, the things that we're saying, that we are realizing now, na if these people can see their strengths individually and their strengths collectively, hindi kailangan ng conflict. Oh my God, Ash, like, thank you for pointing that out. And Luna,
Ang
thank
galing.
you for that. That's so beautiful.
Ganda.
So, ano ba? Favorite na ba natin?
Oo
tong
nga
card
eh,
na to?
biglang,
No, I love this card. I swear.
ang galing.
Ito yun. Ito yung sinasabi natin. This is what this podcast is all about, guys. This podcast is for us to be able to see the beautiful side of the tarot, whether kung ano pang card makuha mo. This is alchemy that's happening right now. We're transmuting the negative perception, the energy, and really look into it deeper to a point na nakikita natin yung wisdom. This is wisdom, guys. Beautiful
Yes.
wisdom. Thank you for sharing your
It's-
wisdom.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, guys. It's you owning the situation, diba? Kumbaga, it doesn't have to be negative. Even though that there's something negative happening, you can turn it around. That's the alchemist way of doing things. Owning the situation.
Like I love to always say, there's always a silver lining. There's always growth in
Yes!
every experience that we go through. I love this
Ang
card now. Oh
ganda.
my god.
Me too.
This is alchemy happening in real time, guys. Like, I can never look at this card the same way again.
Now, kapag ka nagbabasa ako for a query, I love this card and the card's gonna be
Biglang pagka may, pag nabunot Luna na parang, oh, wow, you have the Five of Wands! That's amazing! Like, have you ever heard that from a reader, like, anywhere, right?
Yeah, usually kasi diba yung mga fives is all negative. I can't wait now to actually delve into the other 5 cards.
This is beautiful. This is a beautiful way to really end the stigma with tarot and to really point it out and emphasize that it is never meant to just be bad. It's two sides of a coin.
So, do you want to go back to the other 2 cards that you pulled earlier?
All right. So the cards that we got to clarify this is Emperor in reverse and Eight of Swords in reverse. For me, I feel like the conflict could be coming from the mental world first. You allowing your thoughts to mess up with the way you perceive the world. So parang instead of seeing the strengths, you see them as competition, right? And then you think na parang that's empowering, but in fact, it could be actually disempowering you. Kasi parang you choose to see the world less than what it actually is. You choose what kind of glasses or shades you use to see the world through. So if you don't use this energy, the Five of Wands in a good way, it could lead to distortions in perceptions, which takes you off your power and leaves you disempowered kasi you choose to see the world less than how it actually is, and it's very beautiful. How about for you guys? What do you think?
Ako, diba, so there's the Emperor in reverse. I think, dyan din kasi nanggagaling yung negative connotation ng Five of Wands. It's when nagkakaroon ng power play. Everyone's trying to exert their power over another. I think that's the lesson here. Now, in order for us to see the good in the Five of Wands, we have to eliminate that Emperor in reverse energy. And the Eight of Swords also is telling us in reverse to get ourselves out of that prison that we have made for ourselves. It's only our own thoughts and anxieties putting ourselves in that prison. Thank you for joining us for another episode of 3 of Cups. We hope you enjoyed exploring the tarot with us and gained some new insights and perspectives along the way.
If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to us on our social media channels. And if you like what you heard, please consider leaving us a review on your favorite podcast platform. It really helps us reach more people.
So until next time, keep shuffling those cards and may your readings be filled with magic and wonder. So, cheers to another round of 3 of Cups.
Cheers!
Cheers!